So continuing with our Strat or Strat-alike series, I think there's only one left after this, but anyways, this is the LagJet JM200. So, as per, we'll have a listen and then I shall tell you what I can about it. So, let's do that. And certainly it is pick-up time, starting with the humbucker at the back, which is popping out about 12. It'll do that for a bit. Into the position between the bridge and the centre. The centre, into the position between the centre and the neck, and onto the neck. Lovely, right, let's see how it cleans up. Okay, and starting with the bridge. Between the bridge and the centre. Onto the centre. Between the centre and the neck. And onto the neck. Right, let's have a look round. Yeah, so most likely from what the serial number tells us, this will be a 2006 one. They don't make them anymore. They made them for, in fact this was probably the last, they might have gone into 2007. And while we're here on the back, these tuners are very, very nice. I didn't count the wines, but they'll be, I don't know, 14, 16, something like that. Yeah, so you can see the serial number there, which would, as I say, very likely indicate that it's a 06 thing. You'll also note on the back of the headstock an oval lighter patch there where very clearly a sticker has been removed. The sticker probably said either made in Korea, made in China, made in Indonesia, made in somewhere in the Far East, I will guess. Because although these are French design guitars, certainly it was only the master-built ones that were made in France. You will see though that it does have a one-piece maple neck. There's no scarf joint there, so it's a quality bit of kit. And this one has got, so this is the JM, and this one has got, I like the finish on it, this orange. It's had a, it's had a few knocks over the years, but it's basically sound. And not much more knocks than playwear, I'd say. Rosewood fingerboard, and you've got 24 frets on there, so 2 full octaves. Now, some of the earlier ones in the more drab colours, which I didn't mind, to be fair, did have, in fact, an ebony fretboard. I like ebony fretboards, not because they're any better, just because I like the look of them, generally speaking. So you've got as you can see, you've got a bolt-on neck there with a nice scoopy outy bit here, which I suppose the theory is that it gives you better access to those 24 frets. A cavity control plate there for the tremolo and to get to your strings, and of course it's coloured both fore and aft, front and rear. Now, certainly from what I can tell, all of the ones apart from the very, very last lot that were made had a silvered scratch plate on them, whereas this, of course, as you can clearly see, is black. And the other thing that I think that a lot, because we've had one of these before, the one with the HSS configuration, and the pickups certainly were EMG HZs, and as I recall, it had a splittable humbucker through the volume pot. Now, I've been pulling this knob all night and I've been getting absolutely nowhere with it, so I can only assume that this is not splittable. Maybe you could split it, I don't know. I've not had the scratch plate. I have to have a look to see if it's 4 conductor or not. But it sounds great. I love it. Looks like a Wilkinson vibrato system with the vintage bent saddles. You've just got 1 tone and 1 volume, and like the Yamaha, exhaust pipe in the side rather than on the front here. Doesn't weigh that much, 7 pounds, 3 kilograms, 3 and a bit kilograms. Lovely colour, nice and balanced. Action on the deck, and that's been the case with all of these that I've had. They've all had absolutely superb string height, very, very playable indeed, suited to a wide variety of styles. Never raced or rallied. Oh no, it's cars, isn't it? Anyway, and yeah, it just works really, really well. Certainly a rock machine if you want it to, because, and you will see some numbers back here, the humbucker here, which does look like an EMG, doesn't it? Whether it is or not, I don't know. But certainly this is popping 12 out, 12 ohms on the Richter scale, and I think these are both popping about 8 out, the single coils. So we've got plenty of power, and yeah, the finish is in a translucent kind of burnt orange, I would say, and it's a burst, isn't it? We can see where it's a bit darker around the perimeter here. Wood wise, it'll be either basswood or alder, I would imagine. And you have got, certainly because you can see where the grain changes, you've got a butcher block construction where it's, you know, made out of slabs. But it certainly looks solid to me. And all in all, if you can find them, because they don't crop up that often these days, they've been out of production for ages, they don't make them anymore. And I had a weird thing not that long ago where Lag, according to their official website, no longer makes electric solid body guitars. They do acoustics these days. But I did find an outlet. I thought it might have been Gear for Music, but I've had a look tonight and there's nothing. But I did find an outlet somewhere where they are selling new Lag solid body electric guitars. So whether that's new on stock or not, I don't really know. So designed in France, certainly by Michel Lag, but certainly made in the Far East by not him. There are French versions of this, I think, and certainly other Lag solid-bodied instruments. From what they call, I think they call them either Masterbuilt or some superior name series, and they are, of course, built in the south of France, in fact. But all in all, quality instrument, and usually you can pick these up for not much money, and it is a nice alternative to a Strat, and they're great guitars. Right, so I hope that you enjoyed the Lag as much as I did, and I shall look forward to seeing you on the next one. Adios amigos, ta-ra.